Web3.tv.
Hello, what's up, and welcome back to another episode of the Traders Brawl podcast. I'm Adel, the host, and today we have a special guest with us, Sarfaraz, Syed. I'm going to read out your bio. Welcome to the show, by the way.
Thank you so much, Adel, for inviting, and it's an honor for me.
Absolute pleasure. Sarfaraz, you are co-founder and CEO at Ozone Real Biz International. Ozone is the first Web3 interface for real-world asset tokenization.
Exactly.
Sarfaraz, you are also by background, a mechanical engineer.
True.
Honorary doctorate in project management, IT engineer in multinational organization, and an advisor to blockchain-based projects and in product development. It's quite a lot you have on your plate.
Yeah, it was a long journey in diversified sectors of the corporate engineering and also into blockchain industry.
Wonderful. But who are you? So tell us, who are you and what's your story?
Basically, I belongs to India and a city called Bangalore. That's where I live and I grown up. And as a profession, I look forward to grow more into the advanced technology. That made me to bring into the blockchain environment and blockchain industries. And I spent at least 10 to 12 years into blockchain as a user. Then I become an advisor. Then I'm now developing my own product.
Wonderful.
So that's how I came into this industry as a person. And my goal is to create a unique solution for the market by using the blockchain as a platform and the use case solution I wanted to give via my product under Ozone Real Biz.
Seems like a good, wonderful, like a logical process to take. You start being as an advisor, and then now you're launching your own thing.
Yeah,
that's really good. So now going into what you're building with Ozone. Tell us a little bit about what it is all about. What is it that you're trying to achieve with Ozone?
Yeah, exactly. As I mentioned, I spent at least 12 years in crypto and blockchain industry, and since then I have met many concepts, many projects, and many developers also. So one thing, the really gap I found in industry, everybody's talking about the currencies, token, and coins, but as a economical requirement, nobody's talking about the use case solution. That's what the global authority and economical people and industrial experts are looking for. Your authorities are looking for as a solution for the economy. So I found that there is a space to develop something. So I came up with a solution where in our platform, we can tokenize any kind of a real world asset. So real world asset means anything which is physical, which has a tangible, intangible value. Maybe it could be a digital system or any data attributes. By seeing, a layman person can say, okay, this has value. No need of justification. Okay, so that's what we call as a RWA. And there are many business use cases available around RWA. And we wanted to onboard those all business applications or business concept into our Ozone X platform. And this is how we wanted to give a window for the businesses to bring their projects on our platform. And with our solution, we can fractionalize those businesses and individuals with a smaller entry value. They can participate into this kind of a large value projects. Could be real estate, could be commodities, could be energy projects. You can name anything. Anything can be a part of our platform. So we are developing a one-stop solution for all real world assets, businesses, and anything you can call out of that. So we are building a solution, and that's why I believe that we are the one of the kind of a company looking forward to become a pioneer in real asset technologies and real asset management system. And also we wanted to provide a wealth management programs for the ordinary peoples over the blockchain technology.
You mentioned an interesting term, fractionalization.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I know what it means, but for the audience, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, fractionalizing means, say example, we have a large property, maybe apartment. Now, say example in Dubai, if somebody want to buy an apartment, they have to spend maybe minimum 1 to 3 million dirhams. So not every person can afford those kind of investment. But now with the solution called fractionalization, we can divide that property into small units. Say example, a square feet area into that apartment. So now every square feet has a value. So fractionalizing means that dividing the complete apartment into small units and describing the value of that one unit as a fractional investment.
Right.
Now, in that way, we can divide the complete property or the flat into square feet area. Say example, 500 dirham as a 1 square feet. Now, this value is affordable for an ordinary person. And with this kind of a solution, we can attract mass of the community people so that they can participate into this kind of a large value property investment without really spending the huge money.
Right.
It's pocket affordability. So I see there's a lot of people who love to invest in real estate or many other projects. So those are people who are going to a target market.
And it's a great benefit. I think it's for those who don't have the capital, who can't afford millions, right after graduating from university. Nobody has millions just coming out of their pockets.
Exactly.
Now you have a chance to diversify your income, invest your income into something that's better than keeping it at the bank,
exactly,
which is earning nothing.
Nothing, yeah.
And you can still participate in the real estate. Now, the only thing I have with that is, with the fractionalization, is the terms and conditions. When can you sell? What are the terms and conditions regarding what kind of returns you get? And then are there any fees you pay as well, just to own that square feet? Are there fees you have to pay? These are my questions. What do you think?
So now this is a very, I would say, still under development sector. But we are a startup. So we wanted to build those case studies, those terms and conditions. And then we wanted to present them in front of the authorities as a kind of experimental things. But as per the process, what we are doing here is, if anybody is participating to a system, so their records, KYCs, are recorded on a blockchain with a third-party aggregators. And the other side, when we list any kind of project, the owner of the project is audited by the consultant about their genuinity and the legality of the project. Okay, and based on that, everything will be deployed on a smart contract. Okay, so in this way, at this point of time, we are maintaining all the database so that maybe after some time, we need to interact with the authorities that how your process is going on. So as per our best knowledge, best practices, we are about to follow all those steps so that, because regulation is under progress, so it may take some time to come. But before that, if we have some practical data to share with the regulators, it will be helpful for them also to work on those and create some new matrices. Okay. So this is how we wanted to start with. But yes, still there are no clear regulations, but somewhere we have to start to get into the regulations.
100%.
So we could be the one to get into the regulations, and we are willing to support the authorities to kind of legalize, I would say, or fractionalization.
And fractionalization isn't too different from a REIT, R-E-I-T, Real Estate Investment Trust, right?
Yeah. Yes, exactly. It is also a part of a REIT. Okay. But REIT is now under traditional environment. Okay. So already there are authority, there are some regulations are in place in UAE, in India, and many other part of the countries also. But REITs is something as a benchmark for us. So now, in REITs, again, there is some kind of a minimum ticket size to enter.
REITs.
Okay. Again, there's a lot of documentation work is involved. But when we talk about the blockchain itself is a kind of a disruptions for all those activities, what exactly happening into the traditional market.
Right.
Because you know the feature of the blockchain. I didn't have to explain here how blockchain works. But when we talk about the blockchain, all databases are transparent, visible to everyone, and audited kind of a thing. So that also gives them kind of a appealing feeling to any investor or the merchant that things are very transparent. No new documentation required, because all the picture documents are uploaded on a blockchain explorer. Anybody as an open network can view, and there is no duplication. So that's the advantage. But in other traditional market, there could be a duplication. The people are selling the same unit to multiple people, but we cannot compare how many people have bought the one unit.
Yeah.
But in blockchain, immediately person, because there is a cryptic number encoded with a fractional ownership, and anybody can cross check, okay, how many transactions, how many people are owning this piece of the land or piece of the unit. So it's very transparent. So blockchain itself is giving a regulation or regulatory aspects when coming to the regulations or the kind of clarity or visibility of the any kind of a unit. So that's what that's how we are looking at.
And you mentioned a distinguishing feature between a REIT and fractionalization of a real world asset. You're saying that one is on the blockchain, one is not on the blockchain.
Yeah.
So the one that's on the blockchain, I'm curious now, are you going to make these fractionalized shares into NFTs and then people buy the NFTs?
You're on the point.
Now, the second question, if that's the case, then which NFT, well, when it comes to the NFT, which blockchain will you put it on?
Yeah.
And why? And then also the third question is the price of the network that it's on, because each network has its own market value.
Yeah, exactly.
How will you decide this?
Yeah. First of all, we create NFT and we give provision to the merchant or the owner of the project to create either one NFT or multiple NFT on our platform, because we are providing a simple user-based interface where they just enter the value and how many NFTs they want to mint, either one or number of NFT. It's up to the owner. And once that NFT is mint, it will be published on our platform, just like a OpenSea. Now, which blockchain we are using? So we are preferring to use Polygon blockchain because they are into that and widely acceptable. Okay, so we prefer, and our partnered company who's supporting to develop technology, they also suggest us to go with the Polygon because there is a good scope of scalability in future and as per the acceptance criteria of the people. Okay, because it is also deployed on a Ethereum. So easy and easy to transact also, and the transaction hash that we call the wallet address is similar as Ethereum BP20. So there is no need of getting into different network altogether.
Right.
So the primary preference is Polygon. Yeah, maybe in future, based on the requirement, we go for multi-chain also.
Okay, so you're starting with Polygon first.
Yeah.
Okay, understood. Now, when it comes to the property being priced at whatever price it is, and it's the floor price you can see on OpenSea as per Polygon's network. Now, if Polygon crashes, will the price of the NFT also crash? Because it's on the Polygon network.
Yeah, necessarily not, because the data is decentralized, because that's what the compatibility we are seeing, because it's following the ERC 721 standard.
Right.
So it can be copied on other standard. That's the common standard across the multiple layers of the blockchain. Right. That's one kind of a provision we have. It's not only that totally depend on Polygon. Polygon is a layer onto the Ethereum itself. So if the source codes are available, we can redeploy onto the other blockchain, which is matching with 721 standards. Okay, even we are also looking other standards also as per the new updations of the thing. So technical team is working on that to get into that kind of scenario. And the other question you ask about the valuation.
Yes.
Okay. So again, we are not going to evaluate any NFT from our side, because as per the market trend, the owner of the project who is going to mint the NFT, he is going to decide the rate of the NFT, and those NFTs are backed up by the asset value. So example, I said example like if there is a flat in UAE, 1 million dirham, okay, and we are minting one fraction unit, say 500 dirham. So that 500 dirham has a market valuation. Why it is 500? It's like an asset back, the unit square feet area of the property, the way we talk. So now, if somebody hold this unit, it has a face value and the yield value. The face value means the square feet area has 500 dirham.
Yeah.
Maybe after 1 year, the value of square feet get appreciate.
Yes, that's true.
Maybe 1000 dirham. So that is a one benefit the user will get.
Yeah.
And second benefit, that property is going under rent or any commercial applications. Then rent is a yield. So that is a secondary benefit which the merchant or the owner will publish onto the platform, that I will give, say example, IRR, or maybe we can say APY or APR in terms of NFT terms. maybe 5%, 10% annum.
That's the question I would want to know.
Yeah.
Because
so this is
why
how
do I get into something? I want to know the APY.
API. So it differs from the product to product.
Right.
So example, somebody wanted to deploy a diagnosis machine in a hospital. The machine could be a project here. The machine may be 10 million dirhams cost. And it's a highly yield-giving devices. Everybody is going to the hospital. So people love to invest in those kind of a high yield project because they are confirmed that this machine, this hospital is going to work fast.
Yeah.
Okay. People are going to spend the money on diagnosis. So any hospitals can also join with us to publish their projects, healthcare projects, and our community can help them to raise the funds via NFT as a fractional investment or wealth opportunity program for both way.
That's very interesting. I look forward to that. When are you planning to launch?
Yeah, currently our POC is ready. First quarter of next year, we are going officially live. Now we are in the process of community building and marketing of the complete product. So yeah, the first quarter of the January where you are going to see this product going to be live.
And Ozone X is separate. Is it separate to Ozone, or is it the same thing?
Yeah, Ozone is our main holding entity. Yeah, Ozone RealBiz International.
Right.
And Ozone X is our product, fintech product, in which we are doing this RWA tokenization. And also we have a thought of bringing other applications also on into that in coming years as a upscalability of the product.
Wonderful. And it's Ozone X is a marketplace.
Yeah, it's a RWA marketplace. To be
so
specific.
People will be buying and selling RWA products and services.
Yeah, I would not say the buying and selling. It's kind of a B2B marketplace and B2C.
B2C.
Like any project can list on that.
Okay.
And on the other side, we have a consumers.
So it's like Dubizzle.
Yeah,
but Dubizzle lists all the properties.
Exactly.
But you're going to be a Dubizzle for real world assets.
Exactly.
And it doesn't have to be in property.
Not property.
It could be gold,
anything.
Jewelry.
Yeah. Whatever comes to RWA, you can mention anything.
Shoes.
Anything.
Really?
Yeah.
How can you vet these projects? How can you make sure that these guys are legit when they're listing something on your website or your platform?
Yeah. Currently, we are working on that process itself also. But currently, we have some blockchain lawyers and auditors who audit the project before getting into system.
Right.
And they justify and they witness that, okay, there is a genuinity in the project and people can invest, and whatever the promising things the merchant is giving or the business owner is giving, it's possible as per the market. So that's kind of the process we are taking in between. But however, yes, in future, again, there will be many authorities like RERA and other things. We are looking forward to collaborate with them also. But as an initial startup, we are going with the other kind of auditing agencies to make sure that the projects are very fine and safe and secure for the consumers.
Right. That should be the case. That's going to be, and you're planning to do this sometime in Q1 next year?
Next year, yeah.
Next year. So I'll be able to log in on the platform and within a few clicks already make an investment and it will reflect on my wallet. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly.
It will show in my wallet that now I'm an investor, or I've now acquired an investment in XYZ real world asset. Yeah. And I can see it appreciate in time.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. So one important aspect here, we are also taking up the KYC and KYT.
You are taking away?
Yeah. No, not taking away, taking care of that as per the requirement of the regulations.
Of course.
Because anybody sign ups on our portal, first he has to fulfill the KYC.
Of course.
Along with the wallet address, means who is holding this wallet.
Of course.
Okay. And secondly, whenever you do transaction, you have to upload the receipts of transaction. Either you pay by virtual currencies or fiat currencies. Both platform will be applicable. And that informations will be available on a blockchain as an explorer, like a transaction details, how many fund raised and who are the investors, but not as a name will not be displayed on a public blockchain, but as we know who is the user as a database. Okay, so that's why KYC and KYT is the primary thing we are taking care as per the requirement of the regulatory authorities maybe in future. So we are following some best practices to keep the things very transparent and accessible to all the things.
Now, when it comes to regulations in the UAE, you're planning to launch in the UAE, right?
Yeah, currently planning to UAE, but this tool is going to applicable for across any part of the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're planning to do it in the UAE, will you need to be regulated by VARA? What kind of license are you applying for?
Yeah, yes, we needed to regulate it by VARA, but if we are completely taking the custodian of the payments.
That's if you're doing that.
Yeah.
Are you doing that or not?
Currently not.
Not.
Currently, we are acting as an interface to connect the
I see.
merchant and the things, and the custody of the payment will go to the merchant only.
Okay, so when you say we manage our own wallets,
yeah,
you don't manage wallets.
No.
So it's non-custodial.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's less regulation.
Less regulations as of now, but yes, on the go, if we feel if we want to become a custodian for the different kind of projects, then definitely we look forward, and our team is working on that, like how to go ahead. But as per the current regulations, we define ourselves as a service providing company.
Service providing company.
As an interface.
Understood. Okay, that's good. Now, what license are you currently applying for? You haven't. I'm assuming you're going to need a license to be able to operate
currently
this.
we are looking like a VASP license.
VASP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Virtual Asset Service Provider from the VARA. But still not applied. It is in the like our roadmap.
Right. I wonder how long it will take to get this.
See, first of all, we have to run our MVP.
Yeah.
For a certain period, because
you're allowed to run an MVP without license.
Yeah, because we are service provider.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, because we are not holding the payments with us.
Right.
The merchant, they have the already authorized systems. So we are making their smart contract or smart wallet with their kind of credentials, and the funds goes to them. Okay. But we just channelize the things with our backend services. So with this kind of a process, we'll also learn like what are the challenges will be coming in this over the period of time. Maybe after 1 year time frame, we start process of applying the required licenses, because that will give us window to analyze any challenges, any mistakes are going to happen.
Yes.
So we can overcome those things.
Yes.
And even authority also needs some kind of the friction.
Yeah, traction.
They want to see have you done any transactions or not before. They want to find any loopholes in our transaction. Then only they can justify. They can measure us.
Right.
Otherwise, they say, okay, completely zero means they cannot measure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
And even though they don't give license also, why you want license when you don't have any direct transactions? Okay. So we need to spend some time to get those things. That's what our plan is all about.
Who is your target market? What are some of the characteristics of this target market you're targeting?
Yeah, target marketing first, like the crypto enthusiast is a major target market, because everybody fed up with all this up and pump and dump concept, and the overall, if you see the economical market, the only I believe now maybe 5% of the population of the world, they are really into crypto, but still the 95% of the population are still not into crypto because of the few risk factors. Or lack of education.
Factors.
Yeah, lack of
waking
education.
up and seeing everything red.
And they don't see anything behind the physical about the coins and tokens. When we bring this as a use case solution, then they have a high factor of acceptance. Like if I tell my grandfather, can you invest into coin? He will never. But if I say, can you invest into the property via my system? He will love it.
Of course. Property. I know property.
I know property.
I feel it. I touch it.
That's the kind of the mindset.
The mindset's different.
Yeah. And second target market is like a people who are a tier 2, tier 3 level. Yeah. Like an employee class and the below employee class. Okay. Because they cannot afford high investments. So they can come into that. Yeah. And I target all the market wherever people love to invest, because it's a decentralized platform. Yeah. Anybody from any part of the world can participate into this kind of platform. The way how people buy the crypto, irrespective of the border restrictions. Yeah. So this will give opportunity to the global community to participate. If somebody is sitting in India or maybe in Europe, maybe in Malaysia, they can invest in UAE. Okay. So that's kind of a decentralization solution is going to happen in this industry also, and that will help to uplift the economy of different countries, and even the economical strength for the people also.
Will people outside of the UAE, even though you're going to be licensed in the UAE, will they be able to participate in your platform? Will they not be needing, what sort of regulations will they need to follow, or license will you need to apply for in order for outside of the UAE people to participate in your platform?
Yeah, that is again under roadmap. Okay. But as a trial version, as a service
provider, you're going to start with UAE first.
Yeah, UAE first.
Yeah.
But however, as a decentralized solution, like in crypto, people are investing any part of the world.
Anywhere of the world. It should be the case.
That's what the blockchain is all about.
Yes, yes.
But yes, why the regulations and board distribution? To control some kind of a malfunctioning activity.
Correct.
But it's not restricted that person from the India or from Europe or some Malaysia. It's not restricted. If they are properly providing KYCs and KYTs, then everything is allowed.
Right.
Already the foreign exchange is working. IT import-export is happening with a proper channel.
Right.
So that's why we follow KYC and KYT. That's what the primary requirement. Okay.
It's a good start, definitely. Now, speaking about community, because you need to build the community as a trial run, you want to build that sort of foundation.
Yeah.
What's your community size right now, and what are you looking to target? What's your target community size?
Yeah. Currently, we have a community of around 100,000, 1 lakh people, 100,000 people. Okay. And we are getting them on board very soon because as my background, as I said in the beginning, I was also part of the many other blockchain companies. So we have ready community of 100,000 people, and our target is by next 2 years, at least reach 500,000 to 1 million people. And for that, we are doing some kind of marketing activities, road shows, event participations, okay, and also some kind of a podcast like this to reach the people.
Welcome.
Yeah. So this is our strategies, and that's how we are started now because POC is ready and we want to launch in first quarter of the Q25. Okay, so that's the preparations going on.
And speaking of monetization and revenue model, what does your monetization look like? How will you make money from this? Is it you will take a commission from every deposit trade? How does it work?
Yeah, we have very lucrative monetization plan. So
lucrative.
Yeah, very lucrative.
You want to say that in the podcast?
Yeah, it's very lucrative. Because see, say example, if somebody wanted to list their property, say example Danube or any big industry property, they wanted to list their property, MR, okay. So they can just list the property as a subscription fee on a platform, say example 20,000 dirham.
Okay, 20,000
dirham for 1 year, and I know they are spending maybe multi-million dirhams on an employee salary on a salesman. Okay, and we have a community who can spend or buy fractionally into their properties. That's the one way. And second, again, when the people do a transactions, again, we have a transaction just like a broker commissions coming to us. Okay. So in this way, we have many revenue streams. I will not able to disclose everything here, but these are the two primary things. So we on.
So one from B2B and any from B2C?
Yeah, B2C again the transaction fees.
So you'll take a commission.
Small percentage.
Okay.
So we have other streams also. How we can make more. These are the two primary things.
Ones.
Yeah.
Nice. Interesting. Okay. Any other subscription model you will charge the retail or just for the business?
Only for businesses.
Only for businesses.
Retail we just charge on a transaction
fee.
Just like exchanges.
Now, curious now, taking the business perspective, since you mentioned B2B, could MR, Damak, and Danube, look at this and say, I don't believe in this. I believe you buy a property or you don't buy it. You don't buy a slice. You buy the property or you don't buy it at all. What would you say?
See, it's all about how we take it forward. It's about the evolution of the system.
Yeah.
Every system always in the beginning has resistance.
Yeah.
Once there is the adoption and people start, then everybody follow, okay, what exactly happening about the Bitcoin? Now every big authorities are adopting the Bitcoin. Previously they were not accepting that because now the people interest. See, as a people, they don't want to buy the property because it's difficult to sell the property afterward. Buying is very easy. Selling is more difficult. Suppose if you want to sell a big flat, you have to find the complete customer to buy that big amount of value.
Yeah.
But if you want to sell a unit, there are many people waiting for the units. Immediately you can sell out and you can buy next unit. So that's kind of a solution. So in this way, the builder also having the benefit because without selling the property, they're selling the property.
But I have a question. If you're only having a slice of a room, then who lives in that room? Who will make the decision on who to rent it to? This is a question.
The aggregator.
The aggregator.
That's the advantage for aggregator. So first of all, he's not selling the property.
Yeah.
Because the owner is fractional owner. He's a shareholder.
He's a shareholder.
But still he's holding the property and he's renting the property. So the ownership still alive with the aggregator.
But don't you need a vote? Because there's so many slices, who makes the decision what direction to take?
Yeah, there will be a consensus that process we are building.
Yeah, because there has to be at least 51% in order to make decision.
Yeah.
So 51% should be held by the owner, and the rest is everyday other people.
Yes, exactly.
Then they can participate in what the 50% owner tells what to do.
Yeah.
That would be the model, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that is the next, like a consensus mechanism, or we call it a governance mechanism. Because we talk about the blockchain, that's another solution what we are bringing. So that the shareholders, the fraction owners also have a voting right on the system. So either this property should be given to this or change, whatever. Because that voting system will be there.
There will need to be this in place in order for changes to be made, like improvements to be made in the rent, or improvements to be made in the property. Things like this. Otherwise, it's just another REIT.
Exactly.
It's just another REIT. Exactly. Might as well invest in REIT.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. Final question, just to finish off, is how can people join your program? I know it's not launched yet, but when it is launched, how will they be able to? They log in, they sign in, how does it work?
Yeah. Currently, we have a whitelisting going on. They can visit our website, ozonex.io.
Okay.
And they can register their email ID.
Wonderful.
Okay, so once we have going official live, so they will be getting a complete information about what product we are launching, and there will be early bird offers for the people who do whitelisting.
I hope I get one for this podcast.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
We have everything for that.
Nice.
Okay, so ozonex.io is the website. Yeah. They can visit. It's a beta version is live.
Okay.
And the first quarter of next year, so all versions will be going live. Wonderful. But meanwhile, they can join our Telegram group also. It is provided the link on that website itself, and they can whitelist their email IDs. So it is possible.
Wonderful.
And our Telegram groups and all channel groups are live. Right. Hashtag OzoneHex. You can search and you'll find that pages.
Amazing. Sarfaraz, thank you so much. Any final remarks you want to mention regarding the launch of OzoneX?
Yeah, I request all the audience who is watching this podcast, so keep an eye on OzoneX, because this is going to be one of the unique solution for every person, not as a crypto, every individual I am saying. And with that, they can create a new era of wealth management into the decentralized world. And having said, as a completely independent ownership across the world. And definitely they will going to see a greater yield, because there is no intermediator in between. And I believe this is going to be one of the revolutionary solution, and these people are going to be the first adopter called Genesis. Okay, and they are going to get very good benefits as an early adopter. So I request everyone to visit our website ozonex.io and be a part of the community and enjoy the upcoming solutions on our platform.
Woo!
Okay, so
wonderful.
Thank you so much, Adel, for nice podcast and inviting me. It was a pleasure, and I also wish you that this program will success.
I think it's going to be a very exciting project. Yeah. So I personally will be following your page and checking it out. I will make sure that I'm participating as well. And I want you to make it rain for me.
Yeah, definitely. You are the first person to get the things. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sarfaraz. Yeah. Appreciate it. You mentioned the website already. Very good. Will you be having a LinkedIn page as well?
Yes.
As well? Yes. Instagram or just LinkedIn?
Everything. Like all
everything.
Pages,
the
everything.
Whole package.
Yeah, whole package. We have just hashtag OzoneX.
Hashtag OzoneX. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Sarfaraz. Appreciate your time. And we'll see you next time.
Thank you so much.
Hope you found this insightful. We'll leave all the links in the description. So thank you for watching. Hope please continue to follow our page. We are an educational platform. We're here to educate and bring in more podcasts every week. So stay tuned for the next one. Thank you again for watching. I'm Adel, the host, and I'll see you next time. Cheers. Let's go.
Web3.tv